Most animals run when they sense a human coming. They hide, they flee. Evolution has taught them that we are dangerous, but not all of them. There are animals on this planet that do not wait to be found. They track, they stalk, they follow. And the question that researchers have struggled to answer for decades is this: what makes certain animals actively choose humans as prey? Again and again, even when other food is available. By the end of this video, you will have your answer. But first, meet the 4 animals that have earned that terrifying distinction. It is the largest reptile on Earth. It can reach 6 meters in length and weigh over 1,000 kilograms. But raw size is not what makes the saltwater crocodile uniquely frightening. What makes it terrifying is patience. Saltwater crocodiles have been documented waiting in the same location for days, studying the patterns of animals and humans who come to drink or cross. They learn routines, they remember them, and when the moment is right, they do not lunge wildly. They position themselves silently, let the current carry them closer, and strike with precision. The bite force of a saltwater crocodile is estimated at around 1,700 kilograms per square centimeter, one of the most powerful bites ever recorded in the animal kingdom. There is no pulling free. There is only the death roll, a violent spinning motion designed to disorient, drown, and dismember. In northern Australia, parts of Southeast Asia, and across the islands of the Pacific, saltwater crocodile attacks on humans are not accidents. Locals in high-risk areas report the same crocodile returning to the same crossing point, taking one person, then coming back months later for another. Researchers call this learned predatory behavior. The crocodile is not confused. It is not defending territory. It has identified humans as a food source, and it is hunting accordingly. Lions are ambush predators. Normally, they target wildebeest, zebra, buffalo, prey that cannot fight back with tools or fire. Humans, historically, were not worth the risk. But in 1898, something changed on the border of Kenya and Uganda. Construction had begun on a railway bridge crossing the Tsavo River, and over the course of 9 months, 2 manyless male lions killed and consumed somewhere between 35 and 135 workers. The exact number remains disputed. They came at night, they broke through thorn barriers, they dragged men from their tents while others lay just meters away, too terrified to move. What made the Tsavo lions different was this: they were not starving. There was prey in the area. They chose humans, repeatedly, deliberately. Scientists who studied their remains over a century later found significant dental damage, cracked teeth and jaw injuries that may have made faster prey too difficult to catch. Humans, slower and less dangerous in the dark, became the easier option. Learned behavior passed between the 2 lions reinforced the pattern until it became their primary hunting strategy. Isolated cases of man-eating lions still occur today, primarily in Tanzania and Mozambique, where habitat loss pushes lions into contact with rural communities. Some of these lions are repeat offenders, taken as far as 50 kilometers from a previous attack site before striking again. You might think 2 crocodile entries is excessive. You would be wrong. The saltwater crocodile hunts with patience and calculation. The Nile crocodile hunts with aggression. It is responsible for more human fatalities per year than any other crocodilian species on the planet, estimated at several hundred deaths annually across sub-Saharan Africa, though the true number is likely higher because many attacks occur in remote areas and go unreported. The Nile crocodile targets fishing communities, people collecting water, children playing near riverbanks. In some regions, crossing a river is not considered safe. It is considered a risk that must simply be taken. And the crocodiles know this. They station themselves near crossing points and wait. One Nile crocodile, nicknamed Gustave, became notorious in Burundi for reportedly killing over 300 people across multiple decades before disappearing. Researchers who attempted to trap him described a massive individual, estimated at over 5 meters, with scars from bullets and spears. He had been hunted, he had survived. And he kept returning to human settlements. Whether Gustave's kill count is accurate or inflated by local legend is debated. What is not debated is that individual Nile crocodiles are documented returning repeatedly to the same human targets. That is not opportunism. That is selection. The Sundarbans is the largest mangrove forest on Earth, stretching across the border of India and Bangladesh. It is home to the most concentrated population of Bengal tigers anywhere in the world. And unlike tigers in other regions, the tigers of the Sundarbans actively hunt humans. Fishermen, honey collectors, and woodcutters who enter the Sundarbans know what they are risking. The tigers here have killed an estimated 50 to 100 people per year in certain periods, though numbers have fluctuated with conservation efforts and population changes. What researchers find remarkable is that these tigers are not starving. The Sundarbans has abundant deer and wild boar, but several generations of tigers have grown up hunting humans, and that behavior has become normalized within the population. Forest rangers developed a haunting countermeasure, wearing face masks on the back of their heads. Tigers, like many ambush predators, prefer to strike from behind. The masks confuse them, at least for a time. Eventually, some tigers learn to ignore them. The Sundarbans tiger does not attack out of surprise or panic. It watches, it follows. And in a forest where waterways split every few meters and visibility drops to almost nothing, the tiger chooses when and where the encounter ends. So, what do these four animals have in common? What is the thread that explains why they cross the line from avoiding humans to hunting them? In every case, the answer comes back to the same core factors. First, proximity. These are animals whose habitats overlap significantly with human populations. Second, learning. Each of these species is highly intelligent, capable of observing patterns and adapting their behavior based on experience. And third, reward. Once an animal successfully hunts a human and survives, that behavior is reinforced. It becomes a strategy. In social species, it can spread. In solitary species, it becomes a deeply ingrained individual pattern, one that no amount of deterrence fully erases. These are not monsters. They are predators doing exactly what evolution built them to do, finding food efficiently. The terrifying part is that for a small number of individuals and populations, we have become part of that equation. If this video made you look at the animal kingdom a little differently, subscribe. We cover the most dangerous, the most extreme, and the most misunderstood creatures on the planet every week. Next time, the smallest animals with the most lethal venom on Earth. You will not want to miss it.